Hello, meditating fascia blasters. This is Talia Lutzker, and I'm so excited to be here as always. If you didn't catch the live stream from this past Sunday, March 24th, when I was interviewed by Ashley, it was such a great, I had such a great time. Hi! So I thought it was a really powerful interview. We talked about meditation, Ayurveda. We talked about my upcoming RAD Cleanse. We talked about how to prepare for meditation, and that actually inspired me for today's live meditation. I am going to lead you through a guided meditation. So, oh, cool, thanks. The live feed was amazing, somebody just said. So awesome. So I want to talk about ways to prepare for meditation and just talk about that topic in general for a few minutes, and then we'll do a guided meditation. But, one of my meditation teachers is a Zazen teacher. So he's of the Zen tradition. I don't know, it seems like he's studied all over the world. I know he has teachers in Japan. Anyway, he says in Zen meditation, there is no preparation. When you go to sit, you just go, you sit, and you're in it. And I think with a tradition like that, which I actually resonate with quite a bit, there's like, you know what, you're already aiming to have a mindset that is like, kind of at the same time, like this is all there is, and also there's nothing, like everything is really nothing. And so when you sit down to meditate, you're actually more in alignment with truth than when you're paying your bills or driving your car or even hanging out with people that you love. So I think that's kind of interesting. And then in the yoga tradition and in Ayurveda tradition, there is this whole thing. It's like, meditation is kind of the ultimate state of being. Why? Because it has you be in alignment with what's really true. And I'm not going to try to explain what I mean by that in incredible detail right now, because I think that's actually an individual exploration. You have to find what that is for you. But in my experience, that the truth of who you really are is you're free of baggage, you're in the present moment, you're awake, alive, aware, you are one with the universe, you are one with nature, and any analytical, neurotic kind of beliefs, negative beliefs, even super positive beliefs that you have about yourself, they just fall away in meditation so that you're just with what is and the truth of what it is to be sitting with the spirit of nature and with the spirit of yourself at your core. So I hope that resonates for you. But since that's the ultimate experience, and in yoga we might sometimes refer to it as samadhi, or a bliss state, like a nirvana, like a state of just like, I'm so connected that I'm kind of here and not here at the same time. Yoga and Ayurveda want to get you ready for that state. And so part of that is stilling your mind, getting you into your body and your breath so that your body, mind, spirit is prepared to receive the meditation, and so that you're free as possible of clutter, mind clutter, body clutter, like body pain or mind pain that prevents you from being able to be present. So just a couple terms I'm just going to teach you. I know some people in here are yoga teachers and yoga practitioners, so you already know this, but in the 8-limb path of yoga, there are 4 of the 8 limbs are all about your mind. They're all about stilling your mind, focusing your mind, concentrating your mind. So the first one of those 4 is pratyahara. And pratyahara, it's always defined as a withdrawing of the senses. Hi, Robin. A withdrawing of the mind and the senses. And so the way I interpret that, the way I experience that is I'm choosing not to not have any thoughts, right? We've already established in these live meditations that meditation is not about not thinking, but pratyahara is where you're going so inward that you are withdrawing your sensory body from being so sensitive and so focused on what's happening outside of you. So if you've ever read that really awesome book by Elizabeth Gilbert, Eat, Pray, Love, I love that book. I've read it at least twice, maybe 3 times. There's one, I call it a scene. There's one scene in her book where she is in India at her teacher's meditation center, and she has been designated to be the key master. And she's outside and she's meditating, and there's all these, actually maybe I'm combining a couple scenes together. Anyway, there's 2, I'll tell them both. She's the key master and she's meditating, and she goes into such a state of bliss, and she's aware of herself going into this bliss, and she's like, oh my God, I feel such bliss, I feel such bliss. And then she attaches to it. She's like, I don't want to stop feeling this. And as soon as she has that thought, it unravels and it's gone. She's like, oh, okay, you really can't like force these bliss states. Sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't. But the other story, the one I was really thinking of, is she's meditating outside and there are tons of mosquitoes. Have you ever been to India? It depends on where you are, but there are lots of mosquitoes. And she's like, you know what? I am going to meditate anyway, and I'm going to meditate for an hour, and I'm just going to allow these mosquitoes to feed on my blood, and I'm not going to get distracted from my own mind, body, spirit with these mosquitoes present. I don't think I could do it, but that is like an ultimate practice of pratyahara. She withdrew her senses from the external and she went inward, and she just allowed her external being to be affected, but she withdrew her mind and her senses. So that's kind of the first step, and that's why we have practices like focusing on the breath or opening your ears and doing like a listening meditation where you're just listening to sounds and tracking sounds as your meditative focus. It's why we have teachers to guide us through meditations, because then we can stay more and more in that state of pratyahara, which then takes you to deeper states of concentration and consciousness, the last of which is that samadhi state of being. So a few things about preparing yourself for meditation moving forward, when especially, it's the end of March. I'm going to be doing these live meditations through the end of April in this group. And then after that, I probably won't continue doing these in here. However, if you want to stick with me and keep occasionally meditating with me or learning from me, you can always join my Facebook group, Ayurveda Every Day with Talia. It's a free group just like this one, but we're more focused on Ayurveda. But I actually love to lead these meditations, so I'm sure I will continue to do them from time to time, and I'll do them in that group. But knowing that these are going to come to an end in the format they're in now, I want you to have some tools for setting up, meditation for yourself moving forward. So one of the ways to prepare for meditation that is probably the most important, really, is making the time for it and committing to it. And I mean committing to it. So this is why it's so useful to have a set time in your day when you meditate. Like I always meditate at 4 p.m. or I meditate first thing in the morning after I go to the bathroom, scrape my tongue, drink my water, take my supplements. I go back. I meditate on my bed because of the space I live in is very small. So then it's like I make my bed, right? And I set up my meditation cushion with my blanket, my meditation blanket, and I go straight to meditation. It's so helpful to do it that way because number one, it sets the tone for your whole day of like, I did something so incredibly healthy and caring for myself. And it's going to ripple out into how I react and behave the rest of my day. I'll be so much calmer and more connected with myself all day long. So, that's true for you too. I'm talking about myself, but I mean, it's for you. Um, so plan your meditation, know when it's happening, commit to it. So have it be a non-negotiable, meaning if you know that you've got to get up and get the kids to school and they're going to be up at 6, then you need to wake up at 5:30 or 5:45 so that your meditation is undisturbed. So it's really looking at your meditation, not just the day you want to do it, but the day before, the week before, the month before, and having it be in your calendar. That way, if you miss a day here or there, it's not such a big deal because you have a time you can count on to go back to. Whereas if you're really random with it and you miss a couple days, the chances of you getting back into that rhythm are much smaller. And then another way to prepare for meditation, many of you have shared in this group, thank you, that you have a hard time stilling your mind, focusing your mind, like letting your thoughts not be completely crazy town, monkey mind. Getting into your body before you sit down to meditate. This is the main thing that we do in yoga. We do physical asana and breath work, physical yoga postures to open up the body. So it's partly so that when you sit, you're pain-free, but it's also because once you're in your body, you're more connected to yourself. You're more connected to your breath. You're more connected to being able to still your heartbeat, to still your breath, to still your mind. So that's another way to prepare. And this is something that Ashley and I talked about the other day in the live interview from Sunday night, was to fascia blast before you meditate. So this is one of my favorite things. And this is a little Ayurveda moment, and then we are going to go into our guided meditation. So there's in Ayurveda, we have a practice called Abhyanga. And Abhyanga basically means to anoint thyself with tons of warm oil. And you do it from your feet to your heart, from your hands to your heart. You apply the oil moving in the direction away from your feet and towards your heart, away from your hands and towards your heart, so that you're following the body's lymphatic system, your immune system. It's only a one-way system. It goes upward towards the heart, where it dumps into your bloodstream for all the toxins that get swept up and collected, any pathogens, any foreign invaders, they get swept up and then they get dumped into your bloodstream to be released through blood, sweat, urine, tears, whatever. So that Abhyanga, while you're doing it, you're like massaging your body, you're connecting with your body, you're getting into your breath, you are actually moving your lymph and your blood, which are the two foundational systems we want to keep on the move to be healthy. Thank you. That's so nice. I love you too. Thank you. So then I do that. I'm all oily. And picture this too, like, the house is, lit just by the morning sun that's rising. I have a towel on the ground. I've turned the heater on so the room is warm. So, you're warm and you're taken care of with the oil on your skin. Then you fascia blast. Pick up your little fascia blaster or your whatever, the longer ones. They all have their own names. And fascia blast your body, put on a robe, put on some pajamas, and then do your meditation. So you're just like, you're so embodied that when you sit, you're just feeling all the sensations of what you just did, but it's still an internal focus. And then the last tip for preparing for meditation is paying attention to what your body and mind are needing. So for example, this morning, I feel like I look tired. I'm tired. I have a big program coming up. You can see it in the bottom corner of this video. My RAD Cleanse Spring Detox is coming up on April 17th. And if any of you are entrepreneurs, you know that when you have a big something coming up, you know, it doesn't just start the day that the program starts. You are doing all kinds of work to get it ready and to tell the world about it. So I am in that space. And when I woke up this morning, I was just like, oh my God, I don't want to get up. I am tired. And I even felt too lazy to sit up for my meditation. So I listened. I want you to, I hope this is relatable. It was like, I'm so tired. I don't really have it in me to do my regular morning routine. So I'm going to get some support. And I picked up my phone, I opened an app, I opened Insight Timer, I turned on a Tara Brach guided meditation, I moved my pillows off to the side, I laid down in Shavasana with one hand on my heart, one hand on my belly, and I did the meditation. Laying down with my eyes closed, I still got to feel like I was still in bed, and I got to feel supported. Whereas on other days, I'm like, I wake up with energy and I'm not tired, and it's easy to go to my cushion and just sit and do my own meditation. But on a day when it's difficult, or a day when my mind is just like racing, like I definitely wake up, and I'm sure this happens for all of you, where I wake up with anxiety or depression, and to go right into my meditation, sometimes it's like, this is not working for me because my emotional state is too heavy for me to just sit and breathe. So then I will go for a brisk walk in nature and really open up my lungs, like look at the beauty of nature, even if it's just walking around the suburban neighborhood where I live and looking at the trees and the flowers and the clouds and the sun. Or I'll do some journaling, like just write for 5 minutes and then meditate. So really, this last piece of advice, there's a new coffee shop in Santa Cruz called Pretty Good Advice. I haven't been there yet, but I gotta go check it out. Me and my friend think it's hilarious. But this last tip is, to not get routinized in your meditation practice, that it's like it has to be this way or it's not happening. Let there be some flexibility so you can find solace in your meditation. That's really, in this day and age, you want to be finding solace in your meditation. So let yourself be flexible. And with that, I'm going to lead you through a guided meditation. I actually spent some time writing this, and it was inspired by a call that I was on with some other Ayurvedic practitioners. And it was basically, anyway, I'm not going to say anything more. I want you to get ready for meditation. This will be about 10 minutes, so we'll still end. I aim for these live streams to be about 30 minutes long. So we'll be pretty much on track here. So go ahead and get into your comfortable seat. If you are tired, lay down. Lay down and put your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your belly, and relax your whole body. Again, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. This guided meditation is going to lead you on a journey of springtime and why Ayurveda and meditation, but Ayurveda specifically, is so powerful and life-changing this time of year. Imagine you're a seed. You're burrowed in the ground, and the seed that you are is dreaming, becoming, germinating. You're just beginning to sprout, these little green shoots emerging from the mud. And as you emerge, your sprouts emerge through the mud from this long winter of dreaming, planning, imagining. what you can be, how you can feel. You're taking in the cool, crisp air of spring. You keep growing, you keep spreading your roots. You can feel your desire to grow and blossom. And as you are growing and stretching and blossoming towards the sun, you can see that you need lots of space. So relaxing your body and paying attention to your breath, create that space around yourself. Energetic space, etherical space. And just sit with what it feels like to have a lot of spaciousness around you. Maybe you're even imagining some spaciousness throughout your forehead, your cheekbones, your throat, your belly, your lower back. And now imagine that you're entering your home. It's a beautiful spring day. You leave the door open to allow the spring breeze to flow through your home. Your home is clutter-free, and you know exactly where to put your things. You walk into your kitchen, and your kitchen is clean. Your refrigerator is stocked with wholesome, delicious foods that you look forward to eating. It's like a rainbow of color in your refrigerator. On the counter, you see that a nourishing meal is already prepared for you. It's warm, it's colorful and flavorful. It's a kind of food that you love, and it's prepared in a way that gives you even more energy after you eat it than you had before. There's no stress about what to cook or what to eat because your digestive system is working at its optimal. Your life feels simple and balanced, supported and supportive. Your home smells amazing. Your body feels strong. Your relationships are healthy, and you feel happy, good about yourself and the choices you're making. You feel how you're moving forward in your life. You feel how much energy you have available to you. You breathe and you sleep easily. Now imagine that you're walking in nature. Your shoes are off and you feel the earth beneath your bare feet. You feel cool wind against your cheeks, warmth from the sun on your shoulders, and birds chirping in the sky. You feel radiant. Your mind is clear. Your heart feels open, and you spread your arms open towards the sky in gratitude. Your skin is soft. Your body feels light and flexible. You're in tune with the season, and you're connected to your body. Health issues you usually experience fall away. You feel so good. You can sense this is a time of new beginnings, a fresh start, a time of feeling renewed, recharged, and reawakened. Take a deep breath in. You're calm, balanced, joyful, and inspired. Sit with this spacious feeling around your heart and around your body for a couple moments. Take another deep, full breath in. And Deep, full breath out. Draw your hands together in front of your heart. Bow your chin to your chest, so your fingertips touch your forehead. And then raise your head, open your eyes. Welcome to spring. So that little guided meditation, I hope, really awakened a sense of what's possible for you, and that it is possible to feel that good and spacious and radiant and alive. And I shared that because that's really how Ayurveda supports you. And it's how my upcoming program, the RAD Cleanse, supports you and really has people feel as a result of that program. It's basically, it's a 30-day program, but the cleanse itself is 2 weeks. So the first 10 days are just kind of getting ready, the same way that we get ready for meditation, all these different ways to prepare us mentally, physically, emotionally. And then it's a 2-week period of focusing on you and making yourself a priority. Yes, the replay just lives in this Facebook group, so you will absolutely be able to watch this from the beginning as soon as the live broadcast is over, which it will be in a couple minutes. But here's the thing is that when we don't stop to pay attention to how we feel, what we need, how we're doing, what's happening in nature, how can I align myself better with what's happening in nature based on how I'm feeling, it's so vital. I believe that this is aside from meditation and, regular self-care like fascia blasting, this is the missing piece for long-term, long life, anti-aging, disease prevention, feeling your best, being in control of your health, being empowered around your health. This is why I'm so passionate about it. When the seasons change, you have to change too. We can't just keep eating the same foods all year long, the exact same thing. We need to shift. Your body needs you to shift so that it can release what it doesn't need anymore and help you be in a state where you're going to be able to be as your absolute healthiest in the season that's coming. So in the RAD Cleanse, my students report all kinds of amazing things, including their skin clearing up, no longer having allergies, losing tons of weight, or even losing a little bit of weight. There's one woman, she probably is watching this, Amy, who lost 13 pounds she did the cleanse for 2 weeks. Her body was just ready for it. So if you are also feeling like you are ready to embody what I described in the guided meditation, I encourage you to check out the RAD Cleanse. It's starting on April 17th. And, what else do I want to say? I'm offering a very special coupon for this group. You get $111 off with the coupon code IAMRAD111. And I also have a couple extra bonuses for this group in particular. And I'll know that it's you when you sign up by the coupon code that you use. So there's some of the bonuses are, there's going to be live weekly Q&A calls with me in the, we have a private exclusive Facebook group. You're going to get an Ayurvedic breakfast makeover and kapha reducing meal plan. And if you don't know kapha, it's the element or the energy of that's like heavy and stuck and thick and muddy. So you'll get a meal plan for how to clear that kind of stuck energy out of your body and your life. And you're also going to get a guided meditation specific for your digestive health, and honestly, a whole bunch more. So check it out. You can see the link is here in this video, but it's also all over this page. And if you follow me anywhere on my email list or in my Facebook groups, you'll see I'm like all I'm going to be talking about for the next few weeks. So, but I do hope that this was a wonderful guided meditation for you today. And even if you don't want to do the RAD cleanse, it's like you're not quite ready for that big of a shift, keep listening to this meditation that we just did. It was only about 10 minutes from start to finish. So you can kind of jump forward to minute 20 in this video to listen to it again. But such a great guided meditation to just be in possibility consciousness of how good you can feel in your body, mind, and spirit. So thanks to everybody for being here live, and I hope to see you soon. Be here in Meditating Fascia Blasters again next week. And please do join me in Ayurveda Every Day with Talia. It's such a great group. We'd love to see you there. Okay, thank you. Namaste.